Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's start today's Q&A. This is a one query I got on TopMate, so I thought to add it here. I'm trying to solve bfe.dev for JS questions, which gets asked in front-end interviews. How relevant it is, considering that I'm a one-year experienced fresher. I find them too tough. Should I solve such questions? And I'm making projects from front-end mentor. Are they good enough? I'm a one-year experience service-based MNC got laid off 6 months back. Okay. So thank you for sending this question. This question is pretty good. The reason is I haven't tried BFE and front-end mentor. So I just had a look at what kind of questions they have. Now these websites are pretty good for the practices. If you are expecting the same question will come in your interview, this is not gonna happen. You need to be very lucky that you will get the same questions. So now you will be thinking, then why should I spend time on these websites? The reason is practice. The more you will practice, the more your skills will get brush up and get stronger. So on bfe.dev, I checked they have JavaScript questions, which are problem solving questions, and problem solving questions are actually get asked in the interview. With respect to that, also it depends upon the kind of organizations you are targeting. Even if you are going for startup, mid-size, or FANG or MANG, you will be get asked on the problem solving. So these JavaScript questions are good. Having said that, it's good for your practicing. So the more you will practice, the more you will get comfortable with JavaScript and writing the code. Now it will depend upon you, as you have mentioned that you find it hard. It's totally fine. The reason is might be few of the questions you just have 1 year of experience, so you are pretty new in the tech. So what you should be doing is you should keep milestones for you. So instead of doing like lead code 200, 300, same, instead of doing like 100 questions from bfe.dev, you should go level wise, and your concept should be clear. So string in JavaScript, string, you have arrays, you have different data structure. On the basis of that, you should have your milestones. Okay. I'm just checking how relevant, considering that I'm 1 year of experience fresher. Yeah, they are relevant in with respect to it will give you confidence. You will get comfortable with the coding round, problem solving round, your JavaScript refresher. These will help in refreshing your JavaScript concept as well as problem solving. Front end mentor, I just had a look at there. Seems like that they have few projects idea which they asked you to do. To be honest, you don't need to do 100 or 50 or 60 of the projects. What you should be doing is you can pick only 1 or 2 projects which will be having a lot of front end stuff. You have just 1 year of experience, but the kind of things, the complex thing I can think of, that you should be able to do a API request, multiple API requests, should be able to do all the UI creation, updation, editing, deleting, performance optimization. So these are the few things you should be able to do. With that, if you can do the authentication part also, that would be pretty awesome. So instead of doing 20, 60 projects, what you can do is just pick 1 or 2 projects of your own and create it end to end. Now this is going to help you. How? First, it will get added in your portfolio. Second, it will help you in implementing all the learnings you have done in last 1 year. Plus, as you said, it's been 6 months from your last job. So that 6 months gap will be get also adjusted, because you will be learning things, implementing here. So that is going to help you. Also, when you are going for your interview, you can show them that this is the project I have built, and might be any of the company or any interviewer might ask few questions out of that from to you. Apart from that, I would request you, if you are looking for the interviews, I would suggest have a strategy. When I say strategy, the way I do it, I will share with you. Whenever I start looking out for a job change, the first thing I do is I give an interview. The reason of giving interview is I get to know that how the market is, what kind of questions they are asking, what kind of expectation technically they are having, and also the how much hike I can expect. I get definitely I get rejected in the first interview because my skills are rusty and I'm not interview ready. But that data helps me to help me in preparing my plan, that how should I start preparing now. The JavaScript fundamentals, React.js, basically if you are Angular, Vue, whichever framework you are, those fundamentals should be there. JavaScript should be there. HTML, CSS, performance, your testing, these things also matter. Another thing what I do is when I get an interview call, I ask the recruiter, can you help me, how many rounds are there, what I can expect in every round, as well as I do my own research. Now this is very important. On own research, I generally do Google. Glassdoor is a pretty good place to find out that what kind of questions had been asked in the past in that organization at the same level. I do a YouTube search to see that what kind of questions, if there are any mock interviews or any videos available for that particular company. And if not, and I actually do really I do that. I go to LinkedIn and search people from the same organization and trying to ask them at what I can expect. I don't do that very rarely. I did that once only for Google, when I got a call from Google and I was not able to find any relevant data for that particular role. So I did that. But trust me, Glassdoor and Google will help you a lot. So yeah, have a strategy with you. Don't try to do everything. Be organized. It will help you. Do not look at the numbers or the website that this is the website I'm doing and these are the number of problems I have solved. No, that's not never gonna help you. Trust me. No hiring. I have been a hiring manager. No hiring manager look at your resume and say, oh, you solved 500 lead code problems. I'm gonna interview you. No, this never happened. So please have a strategy. These websites are good for front end project. I would say you don't need to do a lot. You just need to do a few one. So please do that. For bfe.dev, look it as a practice website where you can just do practice of your JavaScript and problem solving. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. If you have any follow-up question, feel free to drop me another question. Okay, let's move ahead. I will go to my NGL and let me find some questions there. Give me 2 minutes. I'm just searching the questions. There are so many questions, but actually I have written few questions also. I will just. How is the job market now? Okay. How is the job market now? Unemployed since 7 months of my resignation. Should I leave IT? I resigned due to conflict with my manager. I'm assuming that you are from India. If you are not, then please help me to correct. The market is reviving right now. Even in the UK, I can see the market is reviving. If I compare India with rest of the UK and EU, I can see there are a lot of openings are coming. I don't know what is your current work experience, but market is now reviving. This is what I can see and I can tell. You are unemployed since 7 months. I'm really sorry about that. You resigned due to your conflict with my manager. It's fine. You should not leave IT. I wouldn't recommend that. In fact, I would say that if you are thinking about leaving IT industry, what are your plans? Are you gonna do a higher studies? Are you gonna go to some other field? If you are decided to switch the fields, then which field you are picking up? You should do this own research. How many job openings are there? What are the skills you need to do? All this. The market is pretty good right now, I would say, as per the LinkedIn. If you are not getting the calls, I would request you to get your resume review, to get your profile review, and try to reach out directly to the recruiters and HR. They will definitely gonna give you the feedback. So yeah, if you would have mentioned how many years of experience you have, I could have helped you out. But I would say if you are deciding to leave IT and move to some other domain, I would suggest you to I would highly recommend you to do some research before you take this step. Okay. So yeah, please keep me posted. Now let's move to the another question. I'm sorry, I have to look for the question. Okay, I have around 1.11 year of experience in front end currently, looking for a new job, immediate joiner, applying through various platforms, not getting enough responses. What are the things to do so I can get the recruiter attention? Need guidance. Okay. Okay. So you are not getting the responses. I would suggest the same thing which I just mentioned. If you are not getting the responses, I would request you to get your resume review. You can look for the people who are offering their help. Like if you go on Twitter, you can see a lot of people help in getting your CV review. So do that. Look at your LinkedIn, how it is. That all, if you will get that review also, that is gonna help you out. I wanna know that you said not enough responses. I am assuming you might have got few responses. So it would be best if you could have mentioned that what happened there. The reason I'm asking this is because if there was any red flag uh, between your skill sets, their expectation, or the way you have the conversation and all that, these things can help me out to highlight few things. So I need more information here. But as of now, what I can suggest you two things: that get your CV review, get your LinkedIn review. Also, how you are applying, are you just directly just clicking apply button? Like what I do is, over LinkedIn, when I look for any job, I look for the hiring manager. It's always mentioned there. And what I do is I send them a very short 2 to 3 line of message. The reason is, uh, any hiring manager or recruiter would be getting a lot of message every day, and they don't have the time to go through the whole messages. Like if you are sending 2 3 paras, no one has that much patience. So what I generally do is I just directly send them a message. Hi, uh, this is the job. I have this much year of experience. These are my skill sets, and I have worked on this companies, and I think I would be the right fit, and I have this notice period. So for example, hi, I have 11 years of experience. My skill set is React JS, UI, and all. My notice period is 1 month, and I see that this opening, my skills are relevant, and I'm interested in applying. So here is my CV. Looking forward to your response. So in short, they don't need to open your resume also. They got to know that your notice period, your number of years of experience, your skill sets, as well as your notice period, the companies which you have mentioned. And then just wait. I'm not saying that it will work 100%, but it will work. So have patience there. So yeah, you can try this, but get your CV and profile review, my friend. And also, what happened when you were getting calls, how they reach out to you, from where you got, like for example, if you applied through naukri.com and someone actually reverted there, or you applied through linkedin.com and from there you got the response. So these things I need more. Okay, let's move ahead. Give interview process and tips for Europe. So I am not in Europe, I am in UK from last 2 years. But yes, I did interview process for Europe also, so I can share a few things. Okay, so the first thing is, I applied everything, I did everything from LinkedIn. So I didn't went to any other website. LinkedIn is my place. So if you know me, I'm uh, not a fan, but that is the only platform I actually tell people to be very professionally present yourself. Okay, so the things which I did, first I will talk about the applying, and then we will go process, and then at the last tips. So the how I applied, I actually went on the LinkedIn. There is a setting where you can choose that you are open for the work, and which countries you are looking for, and what is the title you are looking for. So I did that for Europe. Okay, so that was the first change I did. And after that, what I was doing, I was not aggressively looking for change in Europe. So on LinkedIn jobs, on LinkedIn you have job section. Go there and search the keyword, the title, and the location. And what I used to do is, wherever I see the job openings with easy apply, I just directly used to apply there. Okay. And then if there is any job which is very much interested, I'm very much interested, I reach out to the hiring manager or recruiter and tell them that, this is my CV, this is your opening, these are my skill sets, I'm interested in this and all that. And I used to wait. So this is like a cold emailing. This is how I started. And I'm not getting like very high responses, but I used to get responses. Now I will just give you numbers. So if I am applying at 40 places, and from 10 places I used to get the acknowledgement, and then I used to get like 5 places I used to get the call set up, because the visa part was also there. So five calls I used to set up, and then the interview process and everything. And this is how I did. Now UK. The funny part about all this is, I didn't apply for UK anywhere. I just added in my countries in LinkedIn, the setting which I told you. There I just added UK, and I got the call by itself. I didn't apply it. So that's a very good thing happened at that time. Now visa is always could be a deal breaker. Could be. I'm not saying always, but could be a deal breaker. But when I was applying in Europe, a lot of companies were very open for the visa. The only thing which didn't work out for me was the salary part. So that's a different thing. So in short, I applied through LinkedIn. And have patience. The reason is, as I told you, number. If I am applying at 40 places, 10 places I used to get the acknowledgement, and only at 5 companies I used to have the call. So this is how it used to be. Now talking about the interview process. So you will first have the call with the recruiter. The recruiter will try to understand your expectation. They expect from you to know about the company, to know about the products, and especially why you want to join that organization. So please be prepared for it before your call. When you are going for the interview, you should know about the company, you should know about their products, and you should also able to convince them that why you want to join that organization. They take it very, very seriously. Now they will also talk about the salary in that call only. So if you are someone who has done the thorough research, you might have your numbers ready. But if you don't have, like I was not ready, so I always used to tell the HR and recruiter that I have no idea. Can you help me out with the numbers that what you are offering, or can I come back to you later? So both things does matter. They will give you the idea. So they are very transparent. So it's not like in India that they try to negotiate, they try to hide and try to hire you at a minimum package. It's not like that. So sorry. So they will either give you they will give you links where you can check your salary, take home, tax, and everything, or they will tell you very transparently that these are the numbers, or they will tell you just you can come back later. Now interview process, most of the time, I would say 80-90% of the time is very straightforward. After your recruiter call, either you will get a take home assignment, or either you will first have a telephonic interview. Now I will talk about the take home assignment. Please take that very seriously. So you have to write the code with the higher quality. All the test cases should be there. Your readme should be good. You should make sure that there is no error, there is no warning. The reason is, what they look for Europe and UK is high quality code. Generally, I have seen this behavior in India. When we give a take home assignment, they will just do, like if there are 10 tasks, they will just do 8, and for the rest they will leave. They will not even write test cases, they will not do anything beyond that. Here it is expected that you should write test cases, and good test cases. It's not like the basic test cases. You should have the good coverage, good written test cases. So in short, if your take home assignment code is very good, they might let go of your one round. Might. I'm not saying it will happen always, but might. I have seen in my case it happened twice, and few of my friends who did the same, it happened with them also. I have seen one of my friend got rejected because the test cases were missing out. Few of the test cases were missing out. There were few errors and warnings in the console and so on. So that's why I'm saying that it's very, very important. So home assignment. Either you will get right after your recruitment call, or you will get after your first technical telephonic round. Okay, now in the technical telephonic round, they could ask you anything. When I say anything, it could be a DSA question, it could be your JavaScript, React.js or Angular question based on your framework, or it could be a broken code they have given you in React or HTML or CSS, JavaScript, and you have to fix. I have faced all these three type of questions. So in one of the interview, they gave me some problem solving and I was supposed to solve that. In one of the interview, they gave me a React broken code and I was supposed to write test cases for that and fix the code. In one of the interview, I got HTML, CSS, JavaScript related code. It was not working, so I have to find the issues, fix them, and do that. And after that, there would be like questions like what is promise, why promise, blah blah blah, all these things. So there will be API questions also. Yeah, there were hands-on API questions also. So in the telephonic interview question, when I say telephonic, it means you will be having a video call and there you will be doing machine round screen sharing and you will be doing that. So this will happen. Then you will get any take home assignment, or you can do a machine round again. And in that, what will happen is they will give you a problem and you have to write the code. It could be a system design round where they will ask you that how you are going to design it or how you are going to solve this problem. That's going to happen. And at the end, you will have a hiring manager round. So in short, recruiter round, your technical round, then you can have a home assignment, then you can have a system design round or a live coding round, and at the last you will have a hiring manager round. So this is very 80-90% these are the rounds you are gonna have. If you are going for and definitely you should ask recruiter how many rounds would be there and what to expect in every round. Now tips. So this is the whole process. Now let's talk about the tips. As I told you, you must have figured it out that there's so many things, and this is what it is. So I keep repeating, your fundamentals should be pretty good. So I am from front end, HTML, CSS, your JavaScript. These are non-negotiable things. The reason is they will ask you to write CSS code, fix the CSS. They will ask you that what is the wrong in this code. The way you are writing the JSX, they are going to judge you. If you doesn't know the HTML, how you are going to write the right JSX. They are going to ask you accessibility. In India, no one bother about accessibility. Here, accessibility is pretty important here. So that's why your HTML is important. Your JavaScript is also important because they expect that if you know JavaScript, you can work on any framework, and which is actually true, which is absolutely true. So your JavaScript should be good. You should be good in problem solving. You should be good in making application through JavaScript. Non-negotiable, you should be able to do API code through JavaScript. You should be able to do the UI update. You should be able to do the optimization of code. Forms, you should know how to work with forms. It is very, very important. You should know that. One of the question I got was that through our API, a drop down was getting built. When you are selecting any value, another drop down should used to get updated through API based on the value we have selected. And then there were other things also related. So it was like a lot of APIs were involved, a lot of UI updations were there. So it's a very pretty good problem solving, but require the skill of your JavaScript, React.js also. So get your fundamentals pretty good. You should be comfortable. Whichever the framework you are choosing, it's React.js, Angular, Vue, anything, you should be comfortable with that. And when I say comfortable, that you should practice doing the coding and take few examples. Like build a carousel in React.js, build a form in React.js, build a cart flow in React.js, something like this, so that you have a habit of you got a problem and you start writing it. And again, the code should be at higher quality and production level code. If you are doing some mistake and you know that this is not the right way, call it out that I know this is not of right quality. As of now, I'm writing it, but later on I will fix it. So do that. If you are someone who is very senior, you will face system design question. For that, I would recommend you to, again, when you are doing your machine rounds, like building a carousel, building a farm, or doing something, at that time also think about the system design. You don't need to prepare very special for system design for front end. Your day-to-day work will help you out a lot in that. If you need more information, I made few videos on system design, you can check that. Or if you want more information or specific question, please let me know in comment section. So your fundamentals are done, your frameworks and libraries are done, your system design is done. Now part of that, you should talk about what else you are bringing on in their company. So example, whenever you get an opportunity, talk about performance of the code you are writing, application you are creating. Talk about if you are passionate about, for example, performance optimization. So what work you have done, how you have done, talk about that. Show them the interest that when you are coming in the company is not just as a front end developer or a developer, you are bringing other things also. Like in my case, I was like bragging about accessibility. I was having a website, I was telling them, I wrote that website, I write my blogs there, and this is how I started accessibility and all that. I have certifications for accessibility. So this is how I was showing that I have interest in accessibility. So performance, accessibility, tooling, like automation. If you are someone who build a lot of tools in your organization or for yourself to smooth out the work within the developers, show them, brag about that. It's very, very important. So please do that. So that is your job to do that. They are not gonna ask you. You have to show them, you have to tell them that this is what I also enjoy, I do, and no one asked me in my company. This was not my responsibility, but I did it by myself. So show them that interest. Here I have seen in Europe and UK, companies love developers who are self-motivated to do something beyond their day-to-day work life. So that is a very good thing. So think about that. Yeah, and then wait. The good thing about the whole thing is in Europe and UK, they will come back timely. They will give you the feedback that where you lacked. So please take that as a positive thing. Whatever they have mentioned, try to work on that for your next interview. I will again talk about myself. It was not like that all the interviews I gave, I got, passed by flying colors. No, I also got rejected. I got the feedback, I improve. I keep telling people, take the interviews as your mock interview till there is an interview which you are clearing. Okay, so please stay positive. And yes, the most important thing, do mock interviews. Uh, there are websites like pram.io. You can go there and do the free mock interviews. So please do that. If everything goes well, you will get an offer letter, and then you have to start your visa process. Your visa process will be, I think it will take a month. That's it. And yeah, once your visa is there, you will fly to whichever the country you want to. So this is the whole process. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any specific questions, please let me know. Okay, so I think these were the only questions I was having today. Let me just check once more. Yeah, these were the only questions I was having. So thank you so much for sending me your most interesting questions and doubt. I'm happy to see the responses on these videos. Take care. If you have more questions, you can drop in the comment section or send me the query on TopMate, or you can send it over NGL. Thank you. Take care. Bye.